I want to write about doors. I don't know why, but I find them fascinating. They draw me. The Door Appreciation Society. It's a website. Beautiful, crumbly and colorful. I'm not alone. I asked in research, do you like doors? Yes. Why? I don't know. They're mysterious. I have a poster. They are very meta. Mentally, physically, or socially. They attract. Doors open to an impossible view. The sea, a meadow, a world. I was thinking the other day about how I see doors. They are in a dark void or in deep space, and they're opening and closing. The Twilight Zone. You are about to enter. The impossible becomes possible. A production once, a set. It had an opening, a hole high up, not a window really, a portal, beautifully placed. The play, achingly sad about how life ends. The tension that hole caused in me was enormous. I watched the portal. A body might fall. A bird might take flight. The possibilities were thrilling and terrifying all at the same time. Where does love of doors come from? Ordinary doors in my early years. No particular dreams about doors or portals. Doors remind us of possibilities, the unknown. Each door its own unique vision. Once opened, it points you to your personal path. Doors remind me that I never truly believe what is true is actually true. Not one for face value. Math, for instance. Does 2 + 2 = 4? Does it really? Does it really? Admit it. You know there is a remote possibility that the answer will change. It must be possible. Is anything certain? What really is always the same? Always check your math. Where do you think that comes from? Do you like doors? Anyone? Does somebody like doors?
Yes.
Who likes doors back there? Yes? What? Why do you like a door?
Curious where they go.
Curious where they go. Excellent. I like that. You make a better door than a window. Or is it a window than a door? I never know. I say that all the time to my dog and to my friend Nick. Both stand in front of passageways. Why do dogs do that? Why does Nick? Are they trying to stop people from passing through without them knowing that they're there? Is it a way for them to have control over exits and entrances? Why do people block entrances and exits? There are laws about that. Make sure there's egress. Egress, great word. Building inspectors look at egresses. Fire marshal, he once asked me where the handicap seating was. I said, over on the far side. Well, I guess we should put it closer to the door. He said, don't worry, they won't get out anyway. For me, Alice in Wonderland were early doors, yes? Doors grow small and they grow large. Or is it Alice? I don't know. What is it with a door? Not the nuts and bolts of a door. My husband, he sells doors. He loves doors. Man, can he pause at a 6-panel door? Door Appreciation Society. Craft work. A basilica. A castle. Simple and stunning and colorful. As Greece or Mexico. Fine carpentry. Shoddy peeling paint. Beautiful. Once there was a door opened upon the sea. Closed, It looked nondescript, open, and there are endless realities. What is your earliest memory of a door? Anyone? No?
Slamming my finger in one.
Slamming your finger in one. Very nice. Memory doors, that's a memory door. Famous doors. Doors to unexpected places. Glass doors, screen doors. Oh, first door, screen door. Screen door, standing wobbly, hands on a screen door. My mom cooking in the kitchen beside me. I told her once and she said, "You can't remember that. That's a memory when you were 2. I don't know what to think about a memory that old. Magical screen doors, especially for a child. Are you inside or outside? I remember my daughter just starting to stand, hands on a screen door. The adventure begins. So much expectation with a door. Anything could be on the other side. Someone being pithy once, I suppose, said there were 4 doors of the mind. Knowable doors? Possibly. Possibly difficult, maybe unknowable. Once you pass through, what have you achieved? Or lost, or shed? 4 doors. 1, door of the imagination. Imagination, the earliest door. You have to cross through that door. Standing at the threshold doesn't work. Step back and that door will close, yet it's always waiting for you. Step forward again. I'm walking. Nice day. A hilly subdivision. As I crest the hill, I see something. A bear. A large bear is down the block and it's walking towards me. There shouldn't be a bear. Bear doesn't belong here. I'm scared. No, I'm not scared. I'm fascinated. Try to forget that it is impossible. Try to hold on to that reality for as long as you can. I see a bear walk down the middle of the street of a neighborhood, and I hold on to the vision of the bear. Joy, the emotion, and the adrenaline the sighting causes in me, until The bear turns into a goth girl in a fake fur parka. I wanted the bear. No telling what's on the other side of the door. It's important to hold on to that impossible for as long as you can. We kind of shut that thing down in us early in life. Embrace alternate realities. Then doors become magical, changeable. Never trust doors. Perhaps depend is a better word. You can't depend on a door to always be the same. Manifest something different as you open the door. Keep the possibilities open. What is behind it? Could be anything. An everyday door, still wonder if there might be something different. A beach, a sunset, a different family, a bear. I crave the unexpected. A friend talked about how scared she was of being over-emotional and terrified of growing older and not wanting to be out in the world with so much uncertainty or even hatred. You use the word terrified a lot, I said, just admitting what others are too afraid to say. Well, maybe you stopped before you experienced what the possibilities can bring. Perhaps some of us aren't scared. The worst could happen, but more often it doesn't. Now she's crying. I destroyed her paradigm. I've got to stop doing that to people. Things don't scare me. They excite. So many untried doorways. Doors. The unknowable quality that lets me try to see differently. It's harder now. Age, life, others' opinions. I hope to see differently every time. What's your favorite door? Anyone? Anyone has a favorite door?
Closet.
A closet? Oh, very secretive door. Huh. Very nice. Dreams. Dreams, thresholds. Waking and sleeping. 4 doors. Number 2, door of dreams. That in-between world that brings you the strongest images. A gate to a beginning. What you can't take with you over the threshold? What is allowed? Who follows you or suddenly pops up? Do I remember dreams? Snippets. Here, there, not fully remembered. I know I don't fly as much as I used to when I was young. Why is that? Does life hold you down? Now you can't even fly in your dreams? Well, every once in a while I dream that I raise my arms a little and I hover or levitate. But it's not the same as zooming over a city. Anything is possible. Is that gone now? Dreams, a door of the mind, unknowable, without a key. Step through, death, dismemberment, abundance, fear, powerful dreams. I was in a forest, or a jungle, And I was walking down this long dirt path with people on either side, and was the head of a great procession. And I seemed to be the queen, very regal, and everyone was so in awe of me. I felt fantastic, wise, and amazing. And the sides of the path are packed with people, and it's creating a doorway into this little village, and there's bonfires all around, and chanting, and singing, and dancing. And there is a chair, a throne. I walk up to it, and I turn around, and I am wearing a wrap made of elephant ear. And it's a cowl or a cape, very heavy and impressive. And I sit. The crowd, hysterical with ecstasy. Suddenly I realize the elephant ear wrap is really the long extended lips of my labia wrapped around me in glorious cape. I wake up. I am powerful. I am power. I wish that was a reoccurring dream. Reoccurring involves me stashing cash underneath floorboards at an office I worked for millions of years ago. Hundreds of thousands of dollars of cash. And I would go back, take the money, then they knock the building down, I dig at the construction site. I try to find the floorboards. Finally, they come for me. We think you stole our money. I confess, I show them where it is. They take me into custody. This has been a long, unfolding saga of a dream for 25 years. Now, we are in the courtroom phase. I'll let you know how it turns out. The other, a particularly difficult door, to know another person. It's a difficult door. Door number 3, door of the other. Is it achievable? No formula. What worked once won't work again. The process is stale. Different other has to be rediscovered, organically, no recipe. To be fair, the 4 doors of the mind had several different doors in different texts. They took liberty, so did I. The other, for me, is a lifelong search through doors that make me blind as a bat, tripping on obstacles large and small, looking to understand what brings the deepest joy and the most sincere feelings, those that are rarely spoken. To pass through even a small portion of this threshold is an honor, and yet we so rarely take the time. It takes effort. We try to fit time into calendar segments that get tighter and tighter. I crave the deep conversation. I loathe calling someone only to have them text me a few minutes later. You good? Sure, whatever. I only wanted to have some human connection. I wanted to know you deeper, but nah, I'm good. I have an old friend, years, kind, generous, still that, but now brittle as a crisp, impossible to soften, so hardened by what? Fear, life, broken trust. I grieve for the true human I knew. years ago. Still friends, but not close in any meaningful way. Always busy, squeezing friends into for visits that are never more than FaceTime. We reinvent. My mother always said, people don't change, they just get more so. The process of discovering the other offers a reinvention of self. We learn ourselves through reflection, trial, and error. Uprooting oneself and moving, changing locale, can force a reevaluation of who is other. Nothing more exciting than a new place, new people. Move to a place where you know no one. No friends, no relatives. Everyone new. Everyone is other. Starting life all over again. Sometimes you feel that otherness intently. People suspicious of anyone with a different license plate. Stuck bitches who needed to control their little fiefdoms. Take the hint. Look to find different people. They're out there, waiting to meet you. Don't settle. Find a different door. Theater, first day, yep. You walk through a door, into a room, and start all over again. New friends, a few old friends, a whole new process, every 8 weeks. Figuring out all the constructs and challenges and the dynamic. Reinvent and become more your whole self. Instincts, fight or flight. You find your people and you start again. Sit on porches and ask, if we both look at an orange, is orange the same color for us both? What is orange? What is door? Door you'll never forget. Anyone? Anybody got a door they'll never forget? No, not a single door you'll never forget.
The door of perception.
The doors of perception. Yes, there we go. Excellent.
My grandmother's screen door.
The screen door. Yeah, you know, screen doors will get you every time.
Out.
Out, yes. Actually, that's true. That's true. That one's a big, great one.
My door to the north woods was meant
Oh, nice. See?
deep.
We have doors. Excellent. At death's door. A particularly difficult door. Door of death, number 4. The door of death has seen me as a visitor, not personally crossed, but hung out at the threshold several times. Cousin in a closed garage, an aunt who drank. I remember friends and family leaving me at the threshold. It changes you. A lover walked off the cliff of the Superstition Mountains of Arizona. He flew. With that, suicide has always been an option. It has to be. It is an option. For some, it can be a hopeful option. Hear me out. Many people are certainly looking for something better than the here and now. For some, it is a radical act of hope. Just that knowledge opened up worlds for me. Christian believed he was possessed by 2 people. Chris spoke of the mundane, the day-to-day life. He was a nurse. He took care of other people. Jean was a Frenchman, a musician. Sometimes he spoke to me in French. Jean would take over, particularly in bed or when talking about art or food. Very sexy to my 23-year-old self. What did I know? I work to believe other people's realities. Yes, and it's your truth, not mine. Why question? Jean couldn't handle this world. Chris Jean, was sweet and sad and conflicted. Aren't we all? I couldn't help it. Chris Jean opened that door, and deep sadness settled on me for a long time. Everything changes when you step up to that threshold. My mom charged at it like a bull in a china shop. Let me go! Totally in charge, ordering the doctors around like she was organizing an event. I was impressed. They were just about to turn off all the extra machines when she said, "Stop!" Almost sat up in bed like Fruma Sarah and said, "No bunting." My brothers were confused. I said, "I got you, Ma. There'll be no bunting at your funeral." With that, she relaxed. They turned off the machines, and she died, hopefully dreaming. Sometimes it takes a daughter. I have looked into that passageway. I know the view changes every time you get close. It draws you. Keep the lights up.